Hey guys, this is Niall Lammers of Invoked 101.
And Mia Lammers of Angel of Alchemy.
And today we're going to be doing a kind of almost heartbreaking video for me.
I'm ready for it.
I have well over 60 decks. It's actually approaching 70 at this point.
So we think.
It's been a while since I've done the math. I've added a few decks. We also lost a few with the ban list. We lost Sky Striker. We lost Thunder kinda. I still like we lost Colossus. Endymion I don't want to play anymore. That was converted into Performapal, sorta.
Basically, when we say we have 60 plus decks, what it means is that we were able to build 60 plus decks, but over time maybe we went, well, for this deck profile I need this card from this deck, and I only have so many copies, so rip. And we have a lot of incomplete cores.
So what I'm doing is it's come time to let go of some of these decks because I do have a lot of deck cores sitting aside that have been sitting on the back burner, a couple of them for honestly like a year or two at this point.
It's heartbreaking.
And so now it has come to time to take those decks and give them a chance while getting rid of some of the other ones. And this is something that I've done the last time I did this was 2 years ago when I started college.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of so the main rule is if it's in a tower box, so if you guys have seen like my sticker deck box like in the intro, and I have a couple others, I believe I have a spray painted one and then a red one?
Yeah, a red and white one that's kind of like textured, and then we have my black one as well.
Yep, so any of those that are in towers, those decks are off limits because we usually play those pretty frequently.
I was going to say we had the white one, but then I remembered that's the spray painted.
That's the spray painted one, yeah.
It's the spray painted one.
Yeah, and then there's the red one with the middle finger sticker.
So we do have a red.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the tower deck boxes are off limits because a lot of decks in there, such as Subterror, such as your Madolches, my Invoked Mech Knights, decks that are in those towers usually get played pretty frequently.
And not only are they played pretty frequently, but they're always consistently updated for the most part. Yeah.
We keep those, especially Invoked Mech Knight. The other deck that won't be appearing is my Cyber Dragon deck. That has its own special leather deck box, as you guys have seen in previous videos, or like I showed in the leather deck box video. So that guy's not on the table, but almost every other deck I've constructed is over there on the table. So basically we're just going to go through them all and be like, do we really need this?
Do we play this? Could it use a better home? Adopt a deck today.
Adopt a deck today.
We could use some cash. That would be nice. So,
there's an adoption fee.
maybe we will actually do some adoption decks or adoption cores. What are you hoping to get out of this? Because I know what I'm hoping to get out.
Honestly, I'm just hoping to it is gonna hurt, but I do want to slim down some stuff and a little bit, but also one of the big reasons is we are picking up another TCG. We are planning on playing a new card game. We're not quitting Yu-Gi-Oh, but we are gonna try out the Transformers TCG.
Because we like Transformers.
Yep.
Transformers.
All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys out on the table.
Oh wait, I haven't said what I would say.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sleeves. But also, I'm excited to look at them and go, I bought you this deck box, why is it empty?
We'll see you on the table. Transition. Alrighty. So, while I take a moment to sit down, and Kiki bathes in the sun. So this is all the extra deck boxes you can see underneath. We actually do have a brand new mat, and hopefully, hang on, stop piling it up. I want to show off the mat. If you guys don't know this mat, this is the Downward Magician, Alchemic Magician, Regional 2018 season mat. I bought this recently because the first regional I ever played at, this was the regional mat that you could win, and I was that close, so I bought one. Also, this is basically Mio. This one right here, it literally looks just like her. So
I haven't had blue hair since I was 16.
But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at some of these decks, and this deck box feels light, so I think we'll start with this one. I think I know what deck is in here too.
You want to know which one feels lighter? This one.
I will break that deck box with my hand.
It's empty.
It looks like someone already did break it with their hand. It's me. It was me. I threw it. Did I throw this one? No, this one just got crushed in the bag.
Yours.
That's not the one I threw.
rip for all the people out there who can't afford a deck box, and you over here throwing deck boxes against the wall.
Anyways, before we get into this, we have already found, we've rehomed 2 decks. One was the Dynomist deck. I gave that to my friend Devin, who has been on the channel before. I gave it to him because one of his favorite decks of all time is Dynomist, and before he went away, he got rid of a lot of his cards. So Big gave him that when he came back. It was super awesome. He was very excited for it. And the other one was Paleo. I have sold my Paleo deck to Judge Warren, so if you guys wondered where that one went, I got rid of my Paleo Frogs, sold that one to Judge Warren. And he's really big on Paleo, so it went to a good home. So we're gonna start with this one. This is the Old Friends deck box, which has some sleeves, and yeah, that's what I thought was in here. This is Mermail Atlanteans. This one used to belong to one of a guy who I knew in high school. And yeah, this actually is one of the decks that we were talking about getting rid of. This is actually the catalyst for the whole video. So yeah, easily we could get rid of Mermail Atlanteans, because I don't play it. I mean, I do like kind of like it, but so I am on the fence about this one, especially with the new deep sea stuff coming out. So
whenever we originally started to like pick this up and stuff, it was because Nod thought I would be really into it and I'd really like it, but in the end I found that it took a lot of effort to get out your bigger monsters, and then with newer decks, it was really easy to get rid of said bigger monsters. And maybe that's just the way that we built it. There's somebody watching this that's like, well, you built it wrong.
literally everyone who comments on my deck profile for this.
But I mean, in the end, it just wasn't clicking with me, so this is a deck that we sadly don't play.
I'll probably hold on to this until the deep sea stuff comes out, and then after the deep sea stuff, this might be one of the ones that we get rid of.
That's fair.
But shush. So
What
that's
was the second deck in there?
that's just sleeves. That was Red Eyes.
Hey.
Red Eyes found a new home.
We found our sleeves.
Those are white sleeves though. Let's go into let's do this stuff.
When you say new home, do you mean you gave it away, or do you mean you put it in a box?
I put it in a different box.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I was like, how
So
could you?
no, I love Red Eyes. I will never get rid of Red Eyes.
Are you having trouble?
This deck box is packed pretty tight. So this is, okay, what is this? These two, this is Karibo Burn. This one's actually really fun. This is a really janky deck that I built.
I remember you building that and you were so excited to have it. And then you like never played it.
I actually still really like this one. This belonged to my old roommate, and this is like his favorite deck. This is one of those decks I keep because anytime like he comes around, this is one of those decks that he wants to play. So I also recently just got a new card for it because I do want to deck profile this. I just haven't yet. So
if any of you have seen my 40 plus decks on a budget video, we talked immensely about how a lot of our decks came from friends who just didn't want to play as often anymore. They grew up, rip. But basically we homed a lot of decks, and now we have decks of our own that we've built that we would like to give out to good homes as well.
this is Fortune Fairies, the almost all ultra rare deck. This can go.
Yeah.
This can go away.
Yeah.
I can get rid of this. Maybe not these and the band played on though. Those are nice. I like those too much. Those ultra rares, I use those. But yeah, this deck probably could get rid of Fortune Fairies. Neither of us play it. I built it just because we had all of it, basically, so that's one we can get rid of. We'll stick that in the pile.
Are we gonna have like any place that people can go to see like the deck list or anything? Probably Dolomito.
I was gonna say the Discord probably. If you want to check these out, you could join the Invoked 101 Discord. That's gonna be in the description. So
yeah,
that would probably be the way to.
So if you think about picking up any of these, or even just decks that we aren't really sure about like keeping or whatever, or if there's one that we said we'd keep and you want to try to make an offer anyways, go in the Discord down below and we'll
this is a fun one.
talk.
This is a fun one. This is Exodia.
Oh.
This is modern Exodia.
Man, I can't play Exodius as Exodia Kid.
Yeah, I know. That's the main reason. Like, I'm just like really upset about that. I actually really do like having this deck around because this is one of those decks that like I like to play against like our friends who are kind of bad.
Yeah.
So.
All right, for those of you who don't know, Exodia Kid, we've talked about it in the past, but that was old video. Exodia Kid was this kid who came into our locals. He was like what, 10?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh my gosh. All he did was stand up at the front. He'd curse up a storm, start talking hot trash. And first game played against Nod, opened Exodia both times.
Both times was ridiculous.
And he called the judge came by and was like, well, if he opens it, I guess he wins, right? So he gave him the loss, you know, which is fair. If you open Exodia, you open Exodia. It's something that can happen. But then he plays against his second opponent and he opens it again. And so the judge finally goes over there, looks at his deck, and he's playing 3 copies of each Exodia monster in there. And he didn't give Nod his win.
I didn't get my win back, no.
No, so he still went through the whole thing with a loss. So anyways, tells the kid he has to lose his 3 copies of each. Kid, I forgot if he won or lost or whatever, but he ends up going against me next, and we shuffle each other's decks. I'm not gonna let this kid get away with anything, right? Judge comes over to make sure everything's okay, and the kid calls the judge over as he's about to walk away and goes, hey, you didn't look through her deck. What?
Yeah, no, that kid was annoying.
Yeah, so he was trying to get me to have a game lost for cheating, yet we haven't even drawn our cards yet. But he was annoying. I absolutely destroyed him, and so I can't see Exodia the same again. Just this kid ruined it. It sucks that you have players out there that can kill a deck for you.
This next one's actually Crystal Beast. Crystal Beast is one of those decks that I actually really like. They are getting a new card soon, and I also finally got an Ultimate Crystal Magic and the Fusion Monster, which is cool. But I never did get my Crystal Bonds and my Rainbow Bridges in the mail. Those never showed up, so that really sucks.
Man, this deck is old. This deck box old.
I've had that deck box for many years.
No, I know. You had this one in high school.
So yeah, I do want to keep Crystal Beast. And then the last deck in the clear box. Oh, what? This is a good one. This is a good one. Hang on, are you ready? You don't even know what this is. This is ABC, or not ABC, XYZ Dragon Cannon.
I was gonna say that's not ABC.
This is XYZ Dragon Cannon. This is a deck I built for fun. This is my Duel Links deck in real life.
He played it for like 3 months straight.
I played this for a while. This was fun. I actually picked up quite a few cards for this. This is a really fun deck. I do want to keep that. There are a lot of decks that I just do like having around. So I know it's like, oh, well, you don't play that, you get rid of it. And I was like, no, I like it too much.
Like Red Eyes, we don't play it all that often. We do play it like every some odd months.
I like Red Eyes.
You know, it's a good deck.
Strong boy, strong lad, good bones.
You should go through the
old box?
This one's so old that it's not just broken, it's shedding. Like you can see where like the plastic is like turning into threads again.
Let me see, hang on, let me look at this. Oh boy, yeah, this is, so I had this box all the way throughout most of high school. So this, actually no, this should be Vehicroids, which is a deck I do want to keep. I do like Vehicroids, this is a fun deck. This is a good deck right here. So that's Vehicroids. What else is in here? If I recall, Ancient Gear should be in here too. This is Ancient Gear, yeah.
I love Ancient Gear. I don't play it anymore because I don't know what it is with like Ancient Gear, but it's like the one fusion deck that like I have to spend like 3 months trying to relearn how to play before I can like really learn how to play it. It was the deck I played throughout high school.
And Skull Servant.
I love Skull Servants.
Skull Servants. We whip out this deck box every now and then.
So terrible.
Speaking of Skull Servants, inside my Skull Servant deck, I actually have the super rare Speed Duel King of the Skull Servants, the highest rarity Skull Servant card ever.
Wow, aren't you cool?
I am. These are like $15. But yeah, Skull Servants, a lot of my Skull Servant cards, we are talking about doing speed duels down at locals, and a lot of us don't really care about abiding by the speed duel rules. So some of us are just thinking about just playing normal cards and doing like speed duel nights. While following like the actual cards that are in the game, like if you have a copy of that card and it was released in Speed Duels, you can play it. So might do a Speed Duel Skull Servant deck, as long as I can get the Bones skill card from Judge Warren. But yeah, we actually whip out this box every now and then. This is a box I take with me, usually on casual nights. You can fit a whole bunch of decks in this boy.
I don't think so. That one's about to explode.
That one is about to explode. Let's do one of these guys.
Yeah, go to the little magnet flippy boxes.
This is Vendreads and Gimmick Puppets.
I want to open that box.
I know Vendread is your deck. Vendreads are yours, so I don't want to like be like, oh yeah, we can get rid of Vendreads, especially since I play with them every now and then. Like I like messing around with them.
Vendreads gave me a bittersweet romance into
Now,
into
as far as
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Gimmick Puppet goes, I was really excited to put together Gimmick Puppets.
You've played them like twice.
I've played them like twice since I got them. And the main thing was, like, I got screwed out of a buy with the Terror Babies. You can see I have 2 right here. I have a third. I recently collected a third. Someone had one at locals and graciously passed it my way, and I was like, thank you so much. So I feel like if I got rid of a couple other decks, this could be a deck I play a little bit more. Because I do like this deck. It is fun.
Yeah, this one's empty.
Is that one empty? That might be my GOAT deck box then. That might have all my GOAT cards in it. But yeah, don't want to get rid of anything out of there. Is this just, yeah, this is just GOATs. This is GOATs and Cubits.
It's goats!
Oh no.
This is the boo box.
That is some more Gentenyi. I play both of those on a fairly regular, I actually play both of these decks on a fairly regular basis, which is surprising to say. This box, aside from the tower boxes, I probably take this box with me most places. This one, so yeah, definitely don't want to get rid of any of those. This is your box.
Yeah, this is the first box I've ever had because you gave it to me, actually. Even this one's like...
It's a little beat up.
It's old. This is another one he had in high school that he gave to me, though.
It
has Naturias in it.
It does have Naturias. It has Phantom Knights and Burning Abyss in it. I don't think you're looking to get rid of any of those 3 currently, though.
Okay, so Naturias, definitely not. I've been working on a new build for quite a while now. But somebody doesn't like to help me when I ask for help. With my Phantom Knights and Burning Abyss, like, honestly, I really like Burning Abyss. I used to play it like all the time, not even gonna lie. I have 3 new cards I've been trying to put in it, but the biggest issue is that this person right here, likes to take out all the cards for it. This is sadly one of those decks that has just been like absolutely just ripped apart because we needed cards for other deck profiles and things, and he never put them back. So
well, you got your Psychic Trackers and Wheelies in there now, so
yeah. No,
it's
you got rid of those cards. You traded them.
Nope.
You told me you traded them when
I didn't tell you I traded them.
I literally needed a set for Dolces, and you told me you traded them.
Wheelie and Tracker?
He told me he traded them.
There's Tracker. Because we have 2 Wheelies. There's 1 Wheelie.
I told you I needed them for my Dolces, and you were like, I don't know where they are.
There's the 2 Wheelies. Right there, in Naturia.
I'm upset at you.
You took them!
You lied. But the thing with Burning Abyss and Phantom Knights, I don't necessarily, like, Phantom Knights I'm not the biggest fan of, in all honesty. I could get rid of them. I like BA, like, PK Fire. It's pretty dope deck, but it's a deck that if I'm gonna keep, I need to rebuild.
Ooh. It's an alternative dragon. This is Blue Eyes. This is a deck I actually just built, and I don't have any. And speaking of which, there's one alternative. Where is another one? Where's the second one? There's my Chaos Dragon Levy. There's a second Blue Eyes alternative, and finally, I do in fact have a third one now. So, but definitely, there is going to be an update for the Blue Eyes deck coming at some point. I don't know when, but I do want to do an update for that.
Honestly, having Blue Eyes is such a weird thing because I keep thinking, oh, it's a deck you want, but you don't have, because for so long
I know, right?
For so long he was like, I want to build Blue Eyes, but they're so expensive.
And now it's right here in my hand. Spoon has bingo machines. I might try to talk to him about getting those bingo machines.
Yeah, I remember when Bingo Machine came out.
Yeah, now it's $100 and some odd.
Yay.
Yay, expensive cards. This is Noble Knights. I will not get rid of this out of respect to one of my friends. This is Noble Knights. It was one of my friend's favorite decks.
You already vandalized it.
I did vandalize it. I mutilated it and made it much better.
Cards.
I took his cards. His cards are my cards.
He was like, I made it better. I updated the rules.
that was this deck, which is the Blackluster Soldier. He has one more deck that I'm working on, which is Buster Blader, but that's probably not going to be done until April. So. But yeah, Buster Blader, I don't really want to get rid of any of these either, because these are like brand new, I just got them. I just acquired these decks, I don't really want to get rid of those. So far we just have Fortune Fairies.
Another one.
I can tell you for a fact there is a deck in here that I've considered getting rid of. But it is not this first one, which should be Grave... No, this is Evil Swarms! I love Evil Swarms so much.
Yeah, you actually...
I love this deck so much.
Actually a pretty big fan of Evil Swarms.
I love Evil Swarms. Evil Swarms are so much fun. I really like this deck. I really hope it gets support at some point. Shadal's got some new cards. man, I want Evil Swarms to get some new stuff.
It's actually a really fun deck to play. So if you had to pick one up, it's actually really good. The only thing that's heartbreaking for me is my Nishiria died.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mandragora. Yeah, Mandragora is Cosmo Beat too, so it's really sad.
Cosmo Beat is like one of the.
I know. I love Cosmo Beat. But yeah. Yeah, this deck is super cheap. It's pretty affordable. Like, it's not an insane amount of money. But yeah, Evil Swarms is one of those decks I picked up and fell in love with. Like, I wanted to get it, and then I got it, and I was like, oh my god, yes. Oh my god. This is Gravekeepers. This is another deck I really like. You've seen me play Gravekeepers. You know how much I like this deck.
Yeah.
I enjoy this deck a good amount. It also has a German common allures in it because I saw them on TCG Player and they were like $1 less than normal allures. So I was like, I want those. So I got German common allures. This deck is really fun. I really like this. This is one of the few decks I actually really want to like rarity buff out. I have ultra rare Royal Tributes, and I want to get ultra rare Recruiters and stuff like that. I have ultra rare Steels. And I have I believe this is a secret rare Gravekeeper Spy in here. So I would need a second one. But yeah, there's a bunch of this that I really do like about Gravekeepers.
Next up.
This is Dark Magician.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I've thought about getting rid of Dark Magician.
You've gotten rid of Dark Magician. I'm not even kidding. 3 times.
No, it's twice. This would be the third time.
It was almost 3 times.
Yeah,
You're
this
right.
would be the third time.
Every single time you get rid of it, you go, man, I wish I had it again.
I wish I had a Dark Magician deck.
The answer is no.
Yeah, the answer is probably going to be no, because like, oh god, there he is. I love these Dark Magicians so much. These are like the best Dark Magicians. The issue is that the Dark Magician stuff right now is just so expensive that it's just not happening, you know? Like with the souls and stuff. So that's probably going to be a deck that sits in there for a little while. Probably going to be retired at some point. There's only 2 decks in here. And a spin turn. Alright, who are you? Ah, it's my Destiny Heroes. I actually really like these. No, the answer's no.
This is supposed to be your favorite decks, and now it's empty.
I think Deities was in here, but that got moved.
Yeah, it was Deities, Destiny Heroes, and Speedroids, so.
This is ABCs. New deck profile for ABCs coming up soon. ABCs is one of my favorite decks. This is also, I've known the guy who originally owned this deck. Granted, all the cards have just been like, I bumped up everything and changed out stuff. But either way, the guy who gave me the ABC deck, this latest ABC deck, the guy who gave it to me, I've known him for almost 10 years, almost over 10 years now, and I would never get rid of this. This is his deck. This is the deck he gave me, and
it's also just a deck that you enjoy playing a lot.
I love ABCs a lot. They're the best Link deck. You cannot change my mind. Once I figure out how to play it.
Purple.
Purple's a color. Who is this? Is this bees? This is bees. This is Battle Wasps. I was all about Battle Wasps for a while.
Gotta put up that picture, we remember.
Yeah. I was all about Battle Wasps for a while, and I'm not currently sure how I feel about them. There's Godarlas. Godarlas are insane in Speedroids. Wait, no, they're not. Wrong card. But yeah, Battle Wasps. Good deck. Good deck. I could probably get rid of Battle Wasp and not feel anything though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I get that. They're definitely a cute deck to have.
I like them. I love synchro decks and I love wind decks. So like if I got rid of it, I'd be like, man, I'm kind of miss them. But like as far as they cost a penny. It's literally like $2 for the whole deck. So. Which would be the only like the sleeves on the deck cost more than the deck itself, which would be the only reason I keep the deck, which is not worth it.
Oh.
These guys, I actually need these guys for a future profile coming up. This should be Vision Heroes if I'm correct. Yeah, this is Vision Heroes. This is actually going to get fused and comboed with my Destiny Hero deck. I have some Destiny Hero stuff that I need to mush this with. To convert this into Hero OTK. So this deck is actually has an update coming up for it.
This one.
Once I get the other hero stuff. This is Satellar Knights. I was thinking about this one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. As one of the decks I could get rid of.
I mean, honestly, like,
I never play it.
I don't even remember you having that deck.
Yeah, I built it because I found a bunch of them, so like I could get rid of this, you know, minus like the few like cards that I actually like need to keep out of it, like the double summons and like the Dusa Pot of Duality and the Kaijus, because I only have so many of those. But like for the vast majority of this, I don't need it. Like I could just get rid of this and be fine.
Red one.
So probably Satellar Knights are gonna go.
Red one.
Red one. This one had Paleo in it, but I believe Red Eyes is in here now. Cosmo. I'm gonna just stick Cosmos back in the box.
I was gonna say, don't you dare.
No, I've for reference, this is my 4th Cosmo deck. I've bought and sold this deck way too many times, and this is honestly the best Cosmo deck I have. I have 3 tin cans in here. So there's all 3 of my tin cans and 2 Cosmojos, which I'd never had 2 Cosmojos before. I'm not getting rid of this. I like this deck too much.
Oh, says it can use Subterror and Cosmo.
Yeah, but Subterror and Paleo aren't in here anymore, so what other decks could there be? This is Danger Dark World. I could get rid of this. I'm not gonna lie. I could get rid of this and be fine. Aside from the dangers, I could get rid of like the Dark World stuff. I want to keep the dangers because I only have so many of them, you know. I don't, like this is legit like all my dangers right here. But aside from that, I could get rid of this deck and be fine. Why, do you like Dark Worlds?
No,
Oh.
that was what I was saying.
Who are you? Your cards are backwards. This is Red Eyes!
Yep, I saw it and I was like, ooh.
This is Red Eyes. I'm keeping this. So this not only this Red Eyes deck, not this iteration of it, but this original deck, originally belonged to one of my best friends in the whole world. It belonged to Devin, and then it went to my old roommate who had the Karibo deck. He had it, and then when he moved out, he left all his Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here, and I asked him if he wanted his stuff back, and he said no. So the Red Eyes deck became mine. So this went through 2 of the 2 of my favorite people.
This is the Nubbins box.
That is Nubbins box. This should just have a bunch of shiny decks in it, if I recall. This is Phantasm Spiral.
The least shiny of all decks.
The least shiny of all decks, Phantasm Spiral.
Honestly, Phantasm Spiral is actually like one of our favorites, not
Yeah.
even gonna lie. It's also a really great deck for like teaching people how to play because it teaches them about like the different card, like the little symbols on there. It's like, oh, this is a quick card, this is a quick play card. You know, it's like...
This is Gadgets.
Yeah.
This is Gadgets. I don't know how I feel about Gadgets, you know?
You never, ever, 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 ever play them.
You're right. I could probably get rid of Gadgets and feel fine. There'd be like... actually, no, there's not really anything I want to keep out of that.
Terraforming.
Terraforming. Who's this? Who are you? Oh, this is Rockets. I do kind of want to keep Rockets because we just got the Striker Dragon for it. So I do want to keep Rockets. Rockets are fun.
I remember you building Rockets. You were so excited.
I was excited. I really like Rockets. I enjoyed it. It was the first Dragon deck that I was excited to play.
Boom. The tower. The tank.
This should be Transformers cards. That's Transformers cards. This is Fur Hire.
Looks like the Joker card sleeves.
The Joker card sleeves. Oh, where it's like green and purple.
Yeah.
This is Fur Hires. I could get rid of Fur Hires. I'm not even gonna like play here. The only thing I need to keep is like the Ghost Ogres and the Veilers because I don't have a lot of hand traps and I need to keep them for stuff. But yeah, I could get rid of Fur Hire. Like real talk. Hang on, there's a deck in the bottom.
Nope. Not anymore.
Boop. It's Despots.
Did you even finish that?
Yeah, it's done. I could get rid of Despots too. Like, I don't play it.
I don't know if you could tell by my questioning of, oh, the battery's like,
Oh no, the battery's gonna die?
yeah.
Ah, okay, we're gonna charge the camera and then we'll be back.
It's so much brighter when you're...
And we're back. Yeah, no, it actually did get brighter. But yeah, so we're back. Despots. And Sky Strikers. Despots, yeah, we could probably get rid of Despots. I think these are the 3 decks that I guess you set out. I think I moved them, so I'll just set them over here. Hang on, there's a tray. It has to go in the box. It has to go in the box. And then you put the box over here, close it up.
This one.
None of them. This is Spellbook Super Quants and what's the other one? Ritual Beast. I actually don't want to get rid of any of these. I really like Super Quants and I really like Spellbooks.
See, Super Quants I can see keeping spellbooks. You built them and then you played them for like not even 3 weeks.
I didn't play them for a while now.
Yeah. So like I feel like if you were to get rid of that one, it wouldn't be a big deal. But like, you know, I get like if you want to keep it.
I like both decks, both other decks that are in here.
Ritual Beast.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Ritual Beasts are like $5, like for the whole thing. So I don't really want to get rid of it. Mostly just because like it's a deck that's
Bees
super
not
cheap.
feeling the love.
Bees aren't feeling the love. We have 2 more deck boxes over here. Don't know what's in this one. Well, this is Dedede right here. I'm not getting rid of this.
Totally get rid of it.
And no, I like Dedede too much. Dedede's too good, too nice to me. I think this is all the. This is Performer Power right here. So this is the new deck. I do want to keep this one because like I haven't had a Performer Power deck in a while, and this is kind of what I turned my. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about. The Endymion deck. I turned the Endymion deck into this.
I was so much help in that moment.
I know, right?
You're like, you know what it's called. I was like, sure.
And then this one is Synchron. This is a deck that I need to profile. So yeah, so this one is another one that I do want to keep because this is one of those replacement decks. You know what I'm saying? Where like we're switching it out, taking one of the decks that we got rid of. And the final box.
Man, we haven't seen Speedoids. Where did you put them?
Why would I bring them out here?
Well, I know, but like they were supposed to be one of these.
They have their own deck box.
Since when?
Since I took them to the YCS.
Huh.
They've had their own deck box for a little while now. This is actually okay. So this is Frightfur. I do have a second Frightfur deck, like a whole second Frightfur deck.
It's right there.
Yeah. So there actually is. I do have a Fluffle Frightfur deck I can get rid of. Not this one, but I do have one.
Oh yeah, because we have like a whole second.
There's a second one. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There's also a generator deck that I'm holding on to for right now until that gets updated. I don't know who
All
this
of
is.
these cards are like out of their
Popping
sleeves.
out. This is FA. I could get rid of FA.
Yeah.
I don't play this anymore. I built it for really cheap. I did like it for a little bit, but it's just.
I got you that
boy.
one synchro.
Yeah, the one synchro. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and then you didn't play it.
But yeah, I could get rid of this. I could get rid of.
It was
Of
Don
FAs.
Dragster, right?
Yeah, Dawn Dragster. We could get rid of FAs and give them a new home. That's another deck that's like really cheap.
It's just extra stuff.
I'm looking for the extra deck. There it is. There's 2 Dawn Dragster and 3 Motorhome and a Shining GT and a Scrap Dragon. Oh, not that. I gotta keep that though. That's where that went. And the last deck is Dark Lords. I like
You
Dark
actually
Lords.
really like Dark Lords.
I like Dark Lords a lot. This deck is fun. This deck is janky. This deck is also full holo, if I recall correctly, other than like that card, which doesn't come holo. But yeah, I have Secret Rare Valhalla, Super Rare Trade-ins, Super Allures. This deck is awesome. My Secret and Ultra Naston. This deck is a bomber. This is so much fun.
She's gonna knock down the tower.
I know, I see it. Oh no. Just knocked down that big pillar of deck box. Oh, thank God she didn't. But yeah, so it looks like we've knocked out 4 decks. 5 if you count the second Fluffle deck. And then what else is there? Is there another deck that I just have like sitting around? There's Cyberdarks, but I want to keep those for now.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, no, this is
Because like in the end, we can only remember like maybe 20 decks that you own.
I have way too many. But yeah, so it looks like 4. And like I said, if you guys are interested in these, if you join the Invoked 101 Discord, I will be posting pictures of these in a hopefully a pinned post. And so if you guys want to pick these up, you can do that.
And like I mentioned, if there was a deck that you saw that we were like, unless we were like, yes, we're absolutely keeping this. If we were like, yeah, we could keep this, you know, and you're interested in it, you can definitely still talk to us about it, and we can see what maybe we can come up with a deal.
Yes. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for going through this like half trip of memory lane with us, and we will see you in the next video.